Well, here's our great brick collection, the Walter R. Bennett brick collection, Don.
But the biggest difference probably when we think of clay versus concrete is color permanence. You have to remember that clay is a natural source. It's of the earth, right? And
coming to America was an opportunity for me to achieve dreams.
I said, do you know why they allow you to test just half a brick and you don't have to do the whole thing? And she said, no. I said, it's because they would break the test machine if they had to test the whole brick. That's why.
Do you want to be a company where the CEO is a picture on a wall or in a magazine, or do you want to be a CEO who knows who makes the difference in your company?
We've been talking about the best building product known to man, the oldest manufactured building product in history.
My father bought what was called the old Grand Rapids Builder's Supply in 1979, and he was at the time he was considering going back to Ohio to work at Belden Brick Company, and decided not to leave West Michigan, which I thank him for. And he bought the local distributor back then. And this had been actually a brickyard since 1904, and I think was one of the oldest Belden brick dealers in the country at the time. So he bought the Grand Rapids Builder Supply, changed it to Belden Brick and Supply.
Brick from all across the world, and once you have a brick, it's there forever. Many special brick here. Probably one of the marquee bricks that we do have is from the Great Wall of China.
Wow.
And when it came to brick, there is a very high complement of Belden brick on that campus.
Yes, there is.
And it kind of goes hand in hand with the fact that 22 members of the Belden family are graduates of Notre Dame University.
It is.
So
you are one of, I don't know, I've lost count. 20. It's over 20, but my 22 or whatever. Beldens have actually gone to Notre Dame, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm not sure what the number is. A lot of cousins and stuff like that, but it's a long lineage of Beldens at Notre Dame.
So there's a real tie there with the family and the brick that they use, and we've actually had what was called the Notre Dame blend internally at Belden. Outwardly it was known as the St. Joe blend, and there's been two such blends of that, St. Joe 1 and 2, that's kind of been tweaked over the years for color, and St. Joe 2 is the current mix of brick that's used at Notre Dame, and that consists of a 7-brick blend.
We have brick from the U.S. Capitol, from Peru. Here's one from London, Thailand, dating back to the 13th or 16th century. We have one here. This is from the Statue of Liberty.
All the way. So I was in there, my paperwork, sat down, and the lady there, she just came out and stamped my passport, said, "You're going to America." So to me, I thought, wow, that was a dream. That was in itself, the fact that I was able to go to America. I became a citizen not very long after that, and I'm very excited to be part of the American, and I'm living the dream really, because it's about working hard and always looking for ways to help people. The saying is, if you help enough people to get what they want, you will get what you want eventually.
No, that's a great
And that's
quote.
what you're doing yourself when you're out there promoting your products and training contractors like me to increase their income through which you do actually. So, and I know you're very successful at what you do, and I really appreciate that, and I thank you again for the opportunity.
Oh, you mean great.
The first time I sold a million brick, when I actually wrote an order that had 1 million brick on it.
Oh, wow.
That was a real high.
Winds up, to make a long story short, it was 1,800,000 brick, and it was just that easy. And I've worked harder for orders of 5,000 or 6,000. But the lesson to be learned here for young people is, never walk away and say, he only needs a few brick, or I don't think that's much, because you never know where that is going to lead. And you could sell someone a cube of brick, and the next time they walk in, they need 100,000.
And it's the relationship you build over time. It's the people you get to know. It's how you sell yourself to those people, the knowledge base you have, the things you know, and how you're able to help them with that. And once you build the relationships, a lot of the other things are secondary.
That's what the brick industry is working very hard at, Market Area 1, Market Area 2, to try to get the brick usage factor greater than what it is today. You know, in the South, in the Carolinas, in Texas particularly, the brick usage factor is much greater is what it is in the Midwest and in the Northeast. And that is something that we're going to have, as an industry, we're going to have to work very hard at getting the brick usage factor up. One of the great parts of North America is Canada. Canada's brick usage factor is just tremendous compared to what we have and what we've experienced here.
As brick salesmen, we know every brick job we ever sold, don't we?
Yeah.
If I sold drywall, I wouldn't go down the street and say, hey, I sold the drywall in that building. It just doesn't seem the same.
I remember selling brick on a bank job in Columbus. It was the first sand mold brick job we sold out of Belden's Plant 8 back in 1968, I believe they opened that plant.
It has a romance and a uniqueness and a genuineness to it that is unsurpassed. We as an industry have failed to sell the benefits and the beauty of our product. We need to do a better job.
Concrete has a bit of a, it's a durable product, but it has a bit of a stigma because it seems to be, I don't want to use the word artificial, but it has to be made and formed and colored, added to it, where clay is a natural product.
Yes.
An enduring product. So that's the biggest difference I see in it. You know, other than the absorption, the expansion, the contraction part of it. Clay is a durable, long-lasting product. You don't have to make excuses for a clay paver or a clay brick in the wall. They'll last.
Well, we actually manufacture brick from clay at certain plants, shell at others. We do have some plants that we may do a little bit of blending of the clay in the shell. So it all depends on the raw materials that are available from the local market. Our first plant, actually when Acme Brick started in 1891, is still in operation today on that site. Same pit that we first started in, and it's a shell pit. So that particular body, which is a 100% residential plant, is a shell body. And most of the shell that we fire are going to be red burning materials.
Where's the romance of promoting our product? Where is it gone? Let's hope not. Let's try to build on it. Bring back the romance and the uniqueness of our product.